Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. Welcome back. I'm just finishing up a little goal setting. But while I'm on that, why don't we do it together? So again, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Michelle. If you are new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. But if you've been here before, what's up? What's going on? So today, as promised, we talked about it in the vision board video. We're going to be learning how to set realistic goals. And I know it kind of seems just a little bit silly, something to be going over, because it's just setting goals. But honestly, a lot of people abandon their goals or resolutions by the second Friday in January, which is actually coming up, because I think the first was on a Friday this year anyway. But still, that's really soon. That's not even a full 2 weeks sometimes. So it's I want to help you set realistic goals and help you achieve them. That way you're not abandoning your goals and you're really living your best life in 2021. And let's just honestly hop into it. But I think the first thing you want to keep in mind when setting your goals is to make sure that they are quantifiable and have a deadline. So when I say quantifiable, I mean that you're able to put a number or a value or anything like that on specifically in a deadline, because if you don't have deadlines, you kind of just have it out there. You might get to it soon, so it's just whenever you're ready. So by creating a deadline, you hold yourself accountable, and it's a hard thing to do, to hold yourself accountable, but it's also a part of self-care. So I'm just going to show you a few examples of goals and how to plan them. These don't have to be your goals. Everyone's goals are different, obviously. I need to read a book a month. I want to be able to run a mile. This goal is not very specific, because run a mile where? What? So I'm going to do run a 10-minute mile to make that quantifiable. So yeah, so now we have our goals down. Oops. Just now that you have your goals, you're gonna want to prioritize them. So our first one is gonna be to read a book a month. Everyone's goals are going to be different, so just try and prioritize in the order that works best for you or what's most important to you. Now that we have our goals in order of priority, we are going to establish a plan to help us do each goal. We must identify what needs to happen in order for us to be able to complete these goals. So if my goal is to read a book a month, I would need to read probably about 2 to 3 chapters each week. And how can I read 2 to 3 chapters each week? I would have to set aside daily an hour. Let's go ahead and do another one. That way, like I said, we just so that way we can really get the hang of it and we can have a prosperous 2021. Goal completing, boss completing, blah, blah, blah. So in order to run a 10-minute mile, I've thought about this so hard because I just really want to run a 10-minute mile. So in order to do that, what I would need to do is I would need to run intervals of half miles, and I need to be able to do that, let's say 2 to 3 times a week. And then I need to attempt at least once a week a full mile. That way I can see where my time's at and how I need to improve. So I'm gonna be running 0.5 miles 2 to 3 times a week, and I'm gonna do the mile once a week. That way I kind of see where I'm at, track my progress. So, all right. So now that we have all of our goals, we prioritize them, we have our plan. Like we did with our vision board, we are going to want to put them in a place we can review them every week. So I did this one on paper just so I could show you all, but I'm going to show you my planner. I usually like to just keep my planner open on my in my room, on my table, because I have a table in my room. I just like to leave it open so that way when I wake up, I just see this. So this is what it would look like. So I have my goals here, and even for it's more specific to when I said read, it's I'm reading the 4 agreements right now. Another good thing, a super cool trick if you do have your a planner or anything like that, is to maybe track your progress. So On Monday, I started reading the 4 Agreements, which I did because I was doing laundry when I started reading it. So I set aside that time when I was doing laundry. I had to wait for it to wash and everything because laundromat. And I just started reading the 4 Agreements. So far, I'm on track with my reading goals for January. Alright, so let's just do a quick recap. When making our goals, again, we're going to want to make sure that they are quantifiable and have a deadline. If you don't put a deadline, you won't be holding yourself accountable, and that's something you really want to do. Again, it is a part of self-care and growing. It is a little hard, but it's really going to be worth it in the end. Your second thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to prioritize your goals. You could probably do that in steps 1 and 2, but sometimes I just write stuff out like as I'm thinking. So I do have to go back and rearrange, and oftentimes it happens with other people as well. So you just want to prioritize your goals in order of importance to you. Then you're going to want to create your plan that will help you achieve each goal. Guys, after we execute or we strategize, put our plan in motion and execute, we're gonna make sure that we are reviewing them weekly. You don't have to do it daily just because that's kind of like, unless you do have daily goals that you want. I just review mine weekly. I really hope this video was helpful. As usual, if you want to keep up with me, you can follow me on Instagram at Shelly Says So, or Twitter at Shelly Says So, or Snapchat Shelly Do. I'm looking forward to seeing all your goals that you created. Feel free to tag me if you do some. Again, thanks so much for watching, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.